Schizo Sean decided to head on out to Content House, and this is what we got. Chrissie and Frank. This is from Riley. We're going to have Schizo Sean on in a second. Chrissie and Frank had hotel security bring Sean to them, had them search for hidden cameras at the request of Gino Bisconti and Keanu Thompson. Then he was told this morning that he's no longer allowed at the rest of the event. He paid VIP prices to attend and traveled to see. Schizo Sean thrown out of the fucking already floundering Content Hotel. So Sean, that's one guy right there. That could have been a 5% bump in Carl's audience tonight. If there's really 20 people there, it could have been 21. But nah. Here we are. Here we fucking are. Okay, here we go. I want to throw it out. If a full refund is not given or real proof of a very good reason to ban him is not released very soon by the Content Hotel organizers, I will escalate in every way you can imagine. This is coming from Riley. And I would highly suggest you give Sean his fucking refund if you kicked him out. He didn't even do anything. Let's see. Let's see if we got him here. What the fuck?
Call from
Schizo Sean.
Yes, let's go. Sir, are you there?
Yo, what's up, Mersh?
Here we go. Finally, I was hoping to get it straight from the horse's mouth. And unfortunately, we can't get Chrissie Mayr. So I got the next best thing. Schizo Sean.
You got a bunny instead, straight from the rabbit's mouth.
The audio, look, man, the Dabbleverse always loves a good Chrissie Mayr horse joke. She called me a 4 once. Can you believe it? That horse tooth bitch. Can believe it.
Well, Mersh, she looks like shit now after that baby. Her body has just been destroyed. I mean, it's just gross.
Well, she was teetering on the edge already, and it was like she was already a couple of bad drinking weekends away from looking bad. She had a kid, bro. That was basically... You know, that was the fucking, that shit it looks like a controlled demolition. So you get there, I don't even interrupt. So you arrive at the fabulous 5-star Villa Roma in the Catskill Mountains, and you park, you get in, you had a room already? Or did you have to, like, how did it work? Because you said you got VIP. How much did VIP cost?
I want to say like it was around 100. I don't remember. I could bring it up, but yeah,
100 to hang out with these bums. Wow.
Yeah. Who are these people, right? You know.
Yeah. WATP. Yeah. So it's like I'd feel like a dickhead if I charged $100 to hang out with me. Like that is the weirdest. I don't know, man. But so okay, you get there. Does that have do you get to just come in and go, I have a room here, or did you have to get your own room? How does that shit work?
Yeah, so I did have my own room, but because the show was going on, I was like, whatever, I'll do that, and then I'll get to my room eventually. And so after I told Frank who I was, I went to sit down, and Frank said, like, don't be an asshole and film. I put a lot of hard work into this. And I was like, yeah, no worries. I'm here to have a good time. And so I sit down with my drink, and he comes over with fucking Gino and Keanu, and, you know, they're all telling me not to record, and then Keanu and Gino start laying into me, and Frank leaves as we all get into it together, me, Gino, and Keanu.
Oh, fuck. And there's no footage of it, and there's none of that, huh? God damn.
No, but they thought I was recording, obviously, and they kept saying while they were fighting with me, they were like, I can't wait till the show's up on Melton tomorrow. Like, I can't wait to hear Carl and WATP talk about this when the recording shows up. And I was like, dude, I'm not recording. Like, please.
But what's his beef with Carl? If you got beef with Carl, he's there, Gino.
Yeah, well, dude, Carl said on Who Are These Socials from the hotel, he was talking about how he was going to have to basically avoid Gino.
Why?
Because Gino fucking hates him and the whole crew because they're friendly with Melton and they hate Aaron Imholt.
Dude, Gino's 0-1 against Pat Dixon. Like, what are you talking about? Avoid him. I'd be looking for him.
Yeah, well, what I wanted to do, Mersh, because Gino had the show there, I was going to sit in the very front row and hope he started yelling at me, and I think there's a 75 to 100% chance it was going to happen.
Oh, yeah, but yeah. I would have taken that fucking action. I would have taken that.
Yeah, great odds.
So you
So
sat there, and then they were going off on you, and then what? They just leave you alone for a minute, or like how does it?
okay, so they're going off on me, and then Gino leaves, and Keanu stays there and keeps saying, "You're a douche, you're a douche, you're a douche." So I just start calling her a bitch. I'm like, "You're a fucking bitch. Like, you're stupid."
So we're
And
off
then
to a good
she
start.
brought up, what's up?
So we're off to a good start. I like it. I feel
Yeah,
all right.
we're off to a fantastic start. And so she starts. I take my glasses off to show her, like, look, they're not fucking, they're not spy glasses. And she goes, "Oh, you're ugly." And then unprompted, she goes, "And I don't even care if you bring up my nipple and butthole pictures." And I was like, whoa, like I wasn't, but holy shit.
So let me get this straight, right? Chrissie Mayr, and I've been saying this for days, promised us content. We
Yes.
were promised content. And so there's no content. It's been a complete non-tent. Like the only good house content so far has been my coverage of Content House that everybody's clipping. So I'm the only one doing it, and everyone's like, "Yeah, your shit's been totally." Even Aaron Imholt had to be like, "Yeah, it's pretty fucking spot on."
Nice.
So we're getting no content from her. Schizo Sean comes up, pays money to bring them content. He gives them content, and they refuse to film the fucking content.
I know you would think they would want to blast all the content I made out everywhere from the Content Hotel.
This fucking retard Frank does not know what he's doing. Nobody wants to pay money to watch Anthony Cumia play poker with fucking Joe Curry. Nobody gives a fuck. Sean he literally came like Santa Claus. He gave you $100. He paid you and showed up like Santa Claus with a big sack of fucking content over his back. Tries to get down the chimney, and you fucking try to set him on fire.
Well, I mean, Chrissie Mayr stole all the presents I came with, right?
Yeah. And I liked her gift bags, and I was like, you had a chance to do the funniest thing. You could have like given away stolen sweaters. That would have been good.
And I didn't even get my fucking swag bag. I didn't even get that, so I'm owed a fucking swag bag too.
You're owed a full refund. In my opinion, he is absolutely 100% owed a full refund. You've seen the tweet. You were tagged in it, but I'm not going to read the whole thing again. But just for the audience here, this is from Riley. Okay, and look,
my mentor.
Yeah, his mentor Riley. If a full refund is not given, or real proof or very good reason to ban him is not released very soon by the Content Hotel organizers, I will escalate in every way you can imagine. You don't want to hear that from Riley.
Yeah, if you're hearing that from Riley, you're about to have a very bad time.
Keanu, obviously not a fan of yours, because you weren't kicked out till like the next day. So how does the rest of the evening go?
Okay. So I get dragged. So Keanu's laying into me, and then she leaves eventually. And then Gino comes back and starts bitching at me again because he was
nice.
mad I called her Keanu a bitch. And he brings up Nikki Rackett's wife again. He starts going, and another thing, Taylor Kate is such a fucking bitch, and she's so stupid, and you know why? And I was like, why? And he was like, because she left her kids alone, and she's an abusive mom, and all this sort of thing. And then he pokes me, and I feel it. Like he makes contact with my chest through my shirt. And I go, don't touch me. And he goes, oh, he said something like, oh, you think you're going to take a swing at me, motherfucker? And then he walked away. And I was like, you touched me. I said that to him as he walked away. I was like, you're the guy who fucking touched me. So then security came over, two security guards came over and dragged me. They escorted me to across the hall. There was the mafia boss, Chrissie Mayr. She was sitting there with Frank and some of her other lackeys.
Ew.
And she was in this completely abandoned cafe in the resort. It was like a restaurant, and she's sitting in a corner, and it really was like a fucking mob movie. And they bring me over to her. And the security guy asks for my glasses, and I give it to him, and he's shining a flashlight at him. And I tell Chrissie, I'm like, yeah, I'm Schizo Sean. Nice to meet you. I'm the guy who recorded Steel Toe. And she looks at me and gives me a very, a sad puppy dog, She goes, why would you do that? And I was about to say, what do you, the guy on stage is why I did that. What the fuck are you talking about? I didn't get to say that, but I almost did. And then while I'm about to respond to her, 2 more security guards show up. So we have me surrounded by Chrissie, Frank, and 2 of her bimbos and 4 security guards all alone in this cafe. And I'm like, wow, this is very strange.
All this for an event that 20 people showed up to.
Yeah, I know. For like a nothing. Like, yeah. If I was recording it, so what? You want that blasted out, Chrissie. It's the fucking, that's how the internet works. It's content.
Yeah, literally nobody but me is talking about Content House. And well, now Bunny Gang. And at least when I was doing it, you were getting a little bit of attention. Now you're getting the bad kind of attention.
Yeah, well, Mersh, it's going to be way more famous than they anticipated because of what I did. Like, now for sure it's going to go everywhere.
Oh, yeah, no, now, well, because now the content. They finally got some content. We've been waiting days for it. Well, because I've been tuning into it on and off at night, and I tune in, and it's just literally them sitting in a really old, dated banquet room with fucking Lauren De Laguna and some porn stars and some midget girl. The spina bifida girl hangs out with Alex Stein, and like that's it. And then they're all just sitting around drinking White Claws with their feet up on the chair, just talking. It's horrible.
Okay, so after the show, because once they searched me, they made me turn my pockets out, etc.
Which is insane. That's fucking insane.
Yeah. Mob Mayr, the mob boss, she graciously let me go back to see the rest of Dave Landau's set, which is very good.
How nice.
Yeah, and then so after the show was over, I told Carl Hamburger what happened. I told his brother what happened and lots of other people. And then so everyone sort of just hung out at the hotel, and I went upstairs and got a drink, and I was hanging out next to Anthony and Carl as they were playing poker and just having a good time. And, I did a little too much cruising with the captain because I blacked out. And apparently, Mersh, apparently I blacked out and started, like, yelling and getting in a fight with another hotel patron. I think it may have been Gino, but I don't know for sure.
Oh, no, you botched it. You got a little too drunky monkey?
I did get indeed a little too drunk.
Oh. So now we don't even know what we're demanding a refund for.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's true. Is it not? Are they not streaming like WATP anywhere? They must be streaming that at least, right?
I heard. I mean, I don't know. I heard they had 20 people there. I don't know. Let me check his channel. I'll tell you right now and see if they're doing it live or if they're taping it. Because usually he'll like tape stuff.
Oh yeah. You're right.
I'm seeing nothing on the Who Are These Podcast channel, and somebody said they're doing the show already. Like somebody sent me a little spy report saying there was 20 people for WATP live for the WATP show. Oh wait. Maybe they're doing it on the Chrissie Mayr thing.
Oh yeah. Yeah, maybe.
I didn't even think of that.
St. Ranger.
Nope.
$2 from St. Ranger.
No. Yeah, why would they? That doesn't make any sense.
Army night?
It's literally Garrett, Steve, Keanu maybe, and then like just some bitch I don't know. It's been the same bums hanging out this whole time. This is a nightmare. I wouldn't pay to forget about paying to go to this. I wouldn't have gone to this if I was getting paid. This looks like a nightmare.
Yeah, it was a nightmare. So Mersh, I was hanging out with Anthony. Everyone starts to leave. It's about 2 a.m. and that's last call. And so I say to the bartender, I say, hey, can I get one more double vodka Red Bull? This was a mistake. And so, dude, it was literally like a movie. I look down at the drink, I start sipping it, and then literally I wake up in my bed the next morning. I woke up in a hotel room that I didn't know how I got there. I knew it wasn't mine.
No.
I look over and I see my phone and my wallet, but now my car keys, and I go, oh, fuck, I lost my car keys somewhere. And so I start looking through the room and just getting ready and getting my bearings and, sort of trying to figure out what my next move is. I got to call a locksmith if I can't find those fucking keys. And then, lo and behold, security and a hotel manager show up at my door and knock on it. And I think they got called by housekeeping because I snuck into a hotel room.
Rules.
Yeah. And so they knock on the door and I open and I go, hey, I'll leave. I was just drunk and stumbled in here. And they go, no, you have to leave the hotel and you can't come back.
Oh,
and
no.
I was like, what? Oh, and the security guard handed me my ID and my keys, and I was like, thank you very much.
Oh boy.
But yeah, they're like, you can't come back. And I was like, well, can I like go to the shows I paid for? And they were like, no, you can't do that either. And I was like, okay, do you know why? And they were like, no. And so I left. I got escorted off the property with the security guard and the hotel manager.
Man.
And then, Mersh, I called the front desk to try and book a second reservation and to figure out what happened to my original reservation. And so I call them and I go, hey, my wife. Able to make. Yeah, I booked a room for me and my wife, and she can't make it anymore, so I need to adjust it to just one adult. And the lady looks and she goes, oh, yeah, it got canceled. And I said, oh, my wife must have canceled it without telling me. And then so she rebooks me another reservation. And then she calls her manager to figure out why it got canceled. And the manager tells her what happened. And then she calls me back and goes, yeah, you're not allowed back.
So
then
none of this content, by the way, Chrissie didn't give you people any of this content.
Yeah, everyone paying. I'm giving it to you guys for free too. You didn't have to pay to hear me say this. And so the manager, I get transferred to the manager because I want to figure out more. And I call the manager and I'm like, yeah, like, do you know what happened? Like, why I'm not allowed back? And she just told me that apparently I was getting like so belligerent with another customer that security had to like pull us apart before we started physically fighting. Which is totally not like me.
Okay, dude. Man. You had a bad. I think this might have been a bad trip.
What do you mean?
Well, I'm just saying it didn't quite turn out to be like, very controlled.
Oh yeah, it was chaotic as fuck for sure.
God, that's fucking.
But yeah, I mean, the police weren't called. I didn't end up fighting anyone, and I didn't break anything. So I mean, all things considered, I don't think it went too badly. But it was definitely a fuck up to get that drunk. I'll say that. Yeah,
but it's a fuck up for them to not at any point be like, yo, this is content. This is what they need. If you want people to tune in for this shit, you got to introduce Drunk Sean or like get, I don't know, Chad Zumach there, or somebody that people don't like.
Yeah, well, Mersh, imagine if there's like a video of me fucking getting into this streaming fight, or if Gino had because apparently they were doing games on stream. If Gino, instead of drunkenly yelling at me, tried to fucking, beat me at a game to settle it, make content out of it.
No, he just wants TikTok. I do like that he was yelling at you about Nick Rekieta's wife as if you give any fucks about any of that. Like, that's the funniest thing is in their minds, they think that there's these factions. And people are all representing factions. And I always laugh when people think they have certain people understood. And it's like, okay, Gino, you got Schizo Sean all figured out. I haven't even totally figured him out yet. But, you got it all figured out, you drunk Guido fuck. I bet he cares about Kayla Rekieta. No, I'm willing to put $20 on it that he doesn't give a fuck about Kayla Rekieta. And then if Nick and Kayla start acting like retards, he'd probably be over there fucking with them at some event. So don't get it twisted.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If Rackets needed a check, I'd do it. Anyone. The Bunny Battalion is an equal opportunity offender.
So what are you, just like you're on your way back now? You're done?
Yeah, well, I tried to rebook, and then I couldn't, and I was going to go back, and because the worst thing they could do is trespass me, but I don't think it would really be worth it, so yeah, I'm heading back home.
Fuck, that's amazing. And they're not going to talk about any of this on their fucking show. They haven't even mentioned you, and it just goes to show you they don't know content. It's all right, it's 11:06. I got some videos I got to play. I just needed to get the on the ground report. Schizo Sean TV. Where else can people find you? I wanted to watch you and Riley's stream from earlier today, but it fucking got copyright hit by some Turner shit.
Yeah, Riley will get it back up, but yeah, that was probably, I don't know. That sucks.
It happens. But where else can everybody find you?
Every Friday after The Biggest Problem, which is going on right now. We actually have an after problem coming up with my co-host Crimsol. Every Friday at youtube.com/@SchizoSeanTV. And then we fixed our Patreon link. It's now patreon.com/afterproblem. So those are the two main ones. I'm on Twitter, of course. SchizoSeanTV everywhere.
Fucking A, dude. All right, well, thanks for calling in with no notice, man. I wanted to get an update since I am the only source for updates on Chrissie Mayr's Content Hotel, because I'm a journalist. But thanks for calling in, Schizo Sean, everybody.
Hit the follow button, hit the like button. This is a Doom clip. let's let that emotional weirdo not spam me. And if you want to donate to Doom, I mean, his Cash App's everywhere. We all know your Cash App, Doom. I've given you money before. Doom's never given me money. I can honestly say I've given Doom money. Doom's never given me a penny.
Send me one more goddamn Doom clip that I'm not going to watch. What?
Doom, you're doing Doom. You're throwing everybody's side. You're doing a Lord's work.